It's week 5 of the National Football League, and we're going to see Mark Andrews. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Ravens and the Bengals, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. Hits his target. That's Charlie Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Now Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And Walker with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Jackson. He dumps it off for Henry. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
The Ravens at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line.
24 yards. That's good for Baltimore.
Running from the gun with Henry.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Slot man moves right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Down the right sideline. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
That's good for another Baltimore Ravens. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Burrow.
That's to his tight end all.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3.
And Burrow going to throw again. He completes it to Tate. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
That one caught by all, the tight end.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Here's Burrow. The left side completion to Jones.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing again, it's Burrow. It's brought in left side by Tate. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Able to find Gray here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he will have a Ravens first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. To throw is Jackson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing out left and finding Likely. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
That is caught. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Burrow will throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you don't want to pin this all on the quarterback, even when the pressure's coming. Not easy for them, but that's just something you can't do is take that sack in the end zone.
No, you can't, but for all defensive line coaches, they're celebrating everywhere. Because what do they tell us in our meetings? It's all about the get-off, beating the offensive line at the snap of the football.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll start with a give to Henry, and he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Here's Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break.
Jones hit, and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Now an option play on second down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Henry. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Jackson now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Tucker's kick is good, and they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack in the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Odafe Oweh. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And this pass caught by Gray. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Jackson. Right side, and he finds Gray. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Danny Gray, 52 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football, so instead of forcing it to the sideline, he should put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the defending champs, the Eagles.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a couple.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Complete. It's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Henry up the middle.
And down to the 41.
The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now it's Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing, because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And things already were problematic for them. Then you add in the safety, followed by the field goal. Yes, all things considered, not the worst possible outcome, but they've got work to do here as they come up 1st and 10. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. They go play action with Burrow. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Oh, good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Tate, and a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Well, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On the return is Jones. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. He completes it to Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Caught by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Burrow looking to pass. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Burrow will throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Charlie Jones, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Forced out to his left. A beautiful fake. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They begin with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shake it up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens 1st down as he'll get this up to the 43. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete left side to Gray. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. An option give now to Mitchell. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Up the middle they go. Tate. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now it's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
He'll look to throw.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he takes it down to the 20-yard line. Burrow.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll try to run this one in, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
Looking for Gray, and he's got him.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Just more of the same here. That's back-to-back catches for him to start the drive. They've looked his way quite a bit, and with good reason, as this duo picks up yet another first down.
Going deep for Walker. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
A big play here. 3rd and 2. Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And the 13-year man puts it through. And joy will reign in the inner harbor as the Ravens have won it.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Ravens, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.